All right, y'all. So, me and my boy Kevin, we have a challenge to see if we could grow on YouTube. And we're going to try to upload every day for the next 30 days. I saw this video, I forgot the guy's name. But basically, I'll try to link it below if I find it. But he said it's the easiest time on YouTube to grow by just posting organic content. No editing, just straight raw. So I sent to my boy Kevin. I was like, you know what, bro? You're always on it. So let's get some data. Let's see if this is true. You have an interesting life. I have an interesting life. And yeah, he's on day 3 right now, so he's beating me. So shout out to Kevin if you see this. Hopefully, I'm gonna send you the link. Hopefully, you haven't clicked out by this time. And yeah, it's just unedited. I have my phone facing, like, I'm just looking at the camera right now. So I'm really hoping I'm in frame. I hope I'm not like out of frame. I did a few test shoots real quick. I looked a little dark, so I turned on the light on top. There's a lot of like cars and stuff right now. So I hooked up my lava mic or lav mic. There's like a remate thing next in the street next door, or the street next over, and it's like super loud with like just people and like bikes and stuff. So I try to I think this sounds good. But yeah, man, I mean, I'm just trying this out, see if it's possible to get to the YouTube requirements, which is 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. And right now I'm at 30 subscribers. If you go through my page, if this has any reach, I don't know. This is day 1 of 30 that I'm gonna try. I'm currently at 30 subscribers, I believe. And yeah, if you go through my page, you'll see how I got some of the subscribers. I'm an electrical engineer. I create different types of products. I think my tamale piano is probably the one that blew up the most. Yeah, I mean, it's currently like I think it's like 12:30, I think 12:20. And I told my boy Kevin if I didn't get the video up by 1, I was gonna have to buy him a burrito. So this is me just getting the video out before I have to owe him anything. But it's good, it's good to have friends like that keep you in check. Because if he wasn't on my ass, then I wouldn't be posting right now. I'm the one that came up with the idea. So it's good that we complement each other, where he's pushing me to do stuff and I'm pushing the ideas and stuff. So he told me earlier that he got 1 subscriber so far, so that's good. And now it's a competition. He has a little heads up on me. He has around 460 followers or subscribers right now, but he has other content. He's been posting more than me. But I don't know. We'll see. He's a professional boxer. My interesting life is I'm a Mexican American currently living in Mexico. I've been living here for the last year. I have a technology startup with a whole bunch of different like little projects. I'll probably share some of those along the day, so I could have something to talk about. But I think the most interesting thing that might relate to more people is I decided to move to Mexico a year ago. I've been here for over a year now, and I mean there's a lot of parts I love and there's a lot of parts I don't love. There's a lot of parts I miss from Sacramento, from California, and there's a lot of parts I don't miss. So it's just like in this stage of my life, I feel the ideal situation for me would be 6 months here, 6 months in the US. So I'm working towards that. But as many people know, being your own boss and being an entrepreneur is not the most lucrative when you start off. I have my good months, I have my bad months, but when I have bad months, it's not fun to be trying to scrape dimes and nickels, like eating twice a day or just getting a fat burrito and making sure it fills you up enough for the rest of the day. And Mexico, in terms of food, it's a lot cheaper. So just for reference, I had a chicken salad this morning and I paid $2. I paid $2 because I buy my chicken at Costco and I take the chicken to the food lady that's like 3-4 houses down, and she cooks it for me. She puts lettuce, tomatoes, rice, avocado, and yeah, $2. So I'm like, yeah, dude, I would never be able to get a salad like this in the US for $2. Food prices range over here from that $2. Well, I had the chicken, so let's just say the chicken's like $1.50, so $3.50 for my salads. If I want to get a burger at just like a normal place, you're looking at like $6 or $8 with fries. And there's some American places here like Burger King, McDonald's, Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings is expensive, but McDonald's and Burger King and Carl's Jr., like they're all the same prices as the US, but just changed to pesos. So it's crazy to see that McDonald's is like a social status over here. Like if you go to McDonald's, like you have money, or you're more well off than most people, which is such a culture shock, Excuse me. But yeah, I think, I don't know. It's just I have so many interesting things going on in my life, but I'm gonna share. I think the thing people might want to know more are the Mexican American, like how it is for a Mexican American to live in Mexico. To transition from living your whole life in the U.S. to living now in Mexico. And because before I moved over here, I did a lot of research and I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and most of the YouTube videos from Americans living in Mexico are like white Americans, so they're coming here and they're standing out just by their skin color, by their accent, whatever. But I'm a different case because I'm Mexican American. I grew up speaking Spanish to my parents in the house. Spanish was my first language. But it's crazy because I don't stand out in a sense where like you look at me and you think, oh, that guy's American. I stand out once I start talking because I have I guess like a Latino accent. It's not a Mexican accent, it's a Latino accent. And it's crazy because in the US I was the guy who knew Spanish like fluently, and here it's just like damn, bro, like you're kind of struggling to speak, but it's just because it's a different type of Spanish. There's a lot of like stuff I had no idea what they meant, and I'm like, because they have their own sayings, they have their own phrases, and like they might say the most played out phrase, and I'm dying, I'm laughing, I'm like, dude, that's the funniest thing I ever heard. But it's just because like for them it's like like they said that their whole life, but for me it's like so new and so fresh that I'm just like, wow, dude, like I did not even think of that. Like the other day I was at the gym and this guy told me, hey bro, how old are you? I was like, oh, I'm 30, about to be 31 pretty soon. He's like, no way, bro, you look so young. I was like, oh, thanks, man, and I was like, how old are you? And he was like, bro, I'm 24. And to be honest, hopefully my my boy's not watching this, but he looked a lot older than 24. He looked like 27, 28 at least. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool, bro. And he was like, he told me, sí, es que a mí me corrieron sin aceite. And I could not stop laughing, bro. So that translates to is because I was ran without oil. Pretty much referencing like when you run a car and you don't run it with oil. Of course, it's gonna have like its defects and stuff. I'd never heard that phrase in my life. So yeah, I could not stop laughing. I had to go to the other corner of the gym because, like, if I looked at that guy, I was just gonna burst up. Because he was just looking at me like, okay, dude, like it's not that funny. But like little things like that is just like, wow, this, like, it's super exciting. Like a lot of like I ask people because I'm in Aguascalientes right now. I asked them like, what is there to do here, or what do you guys do for fun? They're like, bro, this place is super small. Like, there's really nothing to do. And me being the foreigner, being like so in love with the culture right now, like every little thing I find amazing. And I don't want to be that guy taking pictures of everything, but I find myself reaching for my phone a lot, posting on my Snap stories, all the interesting stuff I see. And like I stand out like a sore thumb, everyone's just going around their day. And then there's me taking a picture of this like wall craving next to a church or something. Or I don't know, there's a street performer making or juggling. I saw this guy yesterday. He was, it was a red light. He got in front of all the cars. He had a soccer ball on his left foot. He was juggling like 3 bowling pins. He had like a tequila bottle on his head. And he was standing and he was doing a unicycle too. All at the same time. And I was like, how? How are you just a street performer? How are you just gonna like be in a random red light, just come and be so talented? But yeah, just little stuff like that. My experience as a Mexican American and going, I guess, blending in until I talk. Then they're like, all right, where are you from? Because you don't have the accent. Especially since over here, depending on the region, you have like a different like little accent. And here in Aguascalientes, it's more like it sounds like they're singing in a way. It's kind of weird. But then like up north, I had one of my old roommates who was from Sinaloa, from Hermosillo. And he had a different accent. I compare his accent kind of to like an Alabama accent. You know how people from Alabama have like their specific accent as well. And then when I talk, they're like, you have they call it pocho. You have a pocho accent. You have a Latin accent. Like you're not, like, you don't have an accent, but you do have an accent. It's kind of weird. But yeah, let me see how long this has gone so far. Damn, that would have been all bad if I didn't even press record, huh? But kind of what my channel is going to be about for the next 30 days. Just kind of exploring or sharing different stuff. Goal is to get monetized on YouTube. Build a community. But yeah, I mean, because honestly, like, I don't know, like, I mean, obviously I'm trying to get monetized, but I don't need too much revenue to survive in Mexico right now. Like, I'm very frugal, live way below my means. So if I could get an audience just and give value to an audience, to a community, by just getting in front of my camera for 15-20 minutes a day, sharing, maybe it'll be helpful to someone, maybe it won't. Hopefully it is helpful. Maybe there's Mexican Americans who are in a similar situation like me, who have a startup, who have a business that's all online, and they need a little breathing room. And for me, the breathing room was, let me go to Mexico. I rented a room for $150 a month. Not the best room, not the worst room. It was a master bedroom. I had my restroom. I had my bed. I had a fridge. It was furnished. I had a cleaning lady come in once a week. So like I had parking, all that for $150 a month. Like the cleaning services were included. So, like they put fresh sheets every week, they sweep, they clean the restroom, it was amazing. So $150 a month for that. Food, like I said, could range anywhere from $3.50 to $10, $15 if you want to go fancy. But, I'm still just staying very simple. Like tacos over here are 14 pesos right now, which is like around 70 cents. And I eat like 6 to get full. So 6 times 7, that's $420. I mean, $4.20. That's nothing, that you could survive off of that. So if you're, or even if you're, I don't know, because they're kind of cracking down on Americans who are overstaying their visa right now in Mexico. But I'd say if you have dual nationality, or if you have a way that you could stay here legally in Mexico, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's actually great, I think it's scary for sure, going to a culture you don't know. It has its pros and cons, but I see more pros than anything. And since I've been here, I've been able to save up again. I've been able to visit back home in the US, visit my friends. But yeah, I mean, if this reaches anyone that is on the fence of trying something different, I mean, worst thing, you hate it and you move back and you go back to the way your life was, you buy a plane tickets are like, depending on the time, like $150. You get here, you spend another $150 on rent, depending on where you're at. Aguascalientes is one of the cheaper states. And then you just grind, you have fast internet here. Like I'm on my grind mode right now. So yeah, I mean, just, I don't know, that's my advice. I know this was all over the place, so I'll try to get it more structured, but I just want to get this video out before I owe my boy Kevin a burrito. So I'll upload tomorrow again, and I'll think of a topic. Maybe I'll stick with the Mexican American top 5 things that I love about Mexico, and then the next day top 5 things I hate about Mexico, and then top 5 things I love about America, top 5 things I hate about America. I'll through my eyes, of course. Something I hate might be something you love. Like it's just open to interpretation. So I'm gonna end the video now. I'm gonna upload it before I owe someone a burrito. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.